Never.
Yeah, I'm always the one in behind the camera.
Oh yeah.
I'm not used to being in front of the camera, so.
This is that part. Basically, you as partner, you're the one who's.
Yeah, and I'm always. So now it's like, okay, this is what we look like. Okay.
Welcome, fam. I think we should start by telling people Omang. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and also most importantly what you do. But before you do that, actually do that how I came to know you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nakitebogo.
Yeah.
Morake. I'm a 28-year-old black, as you can see, black man, black guy, or African if that's the term we use. I'm born in Alex, stayed in Kempton Park my whole life. What can I say? I'm a creative. Specialize in digital marketing, photography, videography, anything that just has to do with the digital space of marketing. That's where I situate myself. And yeah, I'd like to think I'm a good guy. I don't, like, you never know. You might be thinking you're a good guy, Kante.
But you are what you tell yourself, right?
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm a very good guy. And very man. I don't mind. I'm not really a shy person. I don't mind
interactive.
I like interacting. I love talking, and I also love just hearing from what other people have to say as well. Yeah.
Okay. Why did I think?
You look like a Bramley.
I don't know. I think there was a time you were telling me you're coming from Bramley or something. I don't know why I thought you lived. So you're not here, Okada?
Yeah, no. Never lived.
Also,
the only time I did was when I was growing up. I did 12 actually.
Yeah.
From like the age of 1 to 4. Then we moved.
Yeah,
I could say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we lived there. Obviously, our parents, through the struggle, they brought us Soweto. My mom is from Rustenburg. My dad was from Soweto. Then the struggle brought them together. And then the struggle brought them to Alex.
Yeah.
You know, when they were segregating us and everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I ended up at Alex.
So now that, because you also have family here, right?
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So, and I know we've had the side conversation about Kasi. And I don't hide my views about it. Yes, I'm in Alex now. So with me, we grew up here. I was born in Kotembisa, but we grew up here.
1632.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was born there, the hospital. At the hospital, we didn't live there. Okay. I don't know why my mom gave birth. And then it was 86, so it was around the time apartheid. So actually at the hospital, not like doctors and nearly the military. That kind of explains a lot about me. But then anyways, we lived here Mukasi. And then when we were 8, I think I was 8, we moved to Lombardy East. So we lived in the Burbs for about 12 years. Then that's where we moved to River Park. So I've been very vocal about how I don't glamorize Kasi.
Yeah.
I don't glamorize it. Because I can say that that's worth glamorizing. I don't see. So with you having been born here but then not living here all your life.
Yeah.
How can you say you see the difference between your mindset compared to maybe your peers or even some relatives? Because there are some people that I know, like for example, Kamuk interviewer in a few days.
Yeah.
Right? He's been here,
yeah.
But then he and I, we can talk and understand each other because he also believes the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's also because he's open-minded and his interest and curiosity has led him to see things the way he sees them. So when comparing yourself to your peers, like how do you see the influence of Kasi in?
I'm gonna be straightforward as well. I don't glamorize it as well, and I'm sorry. And it's not even a thing of I think like being in the burbs is the solution. I don't also think that's the solution as well. But I do feel like if anything, if there's anything that I have taken from the Kasi, it's community. That's one thing I can say that is very strong about Kasi. It's community. And it's something we don't really find in the burbs. In the burbs, it's like, it's my yard, it's my space, hello, my business. Mind your own business. It's just, hello, from afar, sharp, get in your house, park your car. Indoors, when you leave, hello, bye-bye. In Kasi, it's more of, Maki, let's hang out, let's Maki Kopunkadime, you know, there's a sense of community.
Maki look after my house while I'm away.
Look after my house, look after the kids, whatever the case is, if they do take it to that extent. But in terms of the conditioning, the mental conditioning, I feel like Kasi is one of the places that have pulled the black community down.
Yeah.
Because we have made to believe that being, I'm looking for the words, being like rough, if I can use that word for lack of better words, being rough, being uneducated, being like I'm like this and I'm gonna stay like this because mina ikas lam sekasi.
Yeah.
Ngizofela la amachita wam so machita sachutana, you know. Yeah, let's buy some weed or whatever the case. Yo, don't get you wrong.
We smoke.
I smoke it. You know, we smoke it. I smoke it too. I do hang out here with my friends now and then.
Yeah.
But I do feel like a lot of the people that I've interacted with are narrow-minded. They all kind of speak the same language.
Yeah.
And the minute you come in and say, "But guys, there's something else," you are.
Yeah.
They put you in a corner. Yeah, they discriminate you. They put you in a corner like, he doesn't even live here.
Yeah.
What's at Kempton Park and he comes with his knowledge.
Yeah.
We get Zakari is better than us.
Yeah.
So it's sad.
Yeah.
And looking at the condition of the Kasi,
yeah,
it's just deteriorating.
Yes, exactly.
The infrastructure is deteriorating. The level of education, the level of crime, all the things that are negative are going up.
Yeah.
The crime, the level of young kids who
unemployment.
And even in that unemployment, you go to someone and you tell them, bro, you're unemployed.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You know, the response is automatically, it's a negative response. It's always like defense, like self-defense. Like,
yeah.
No.
We closed off
no,
to anything new. I think it's because we want to feel we have a place to belong, because which I find very disappointing is we want to be stuck in what we think is the way, but we don't want to investigate why do we think this way. So if you do the historical research, you see, okay, this is not our home. We were placed here. A lot of us here because we had a grandparent or an uncle who came here because of work, right? But also because of that understanding about who came first. It's in our bloodline. Things get passed down. So they wanted a sense of belonging, and that sense of belonging has carried over to like 5 generations where we are not trying to interrogate it further. We are okay with it. Like
I think to add on to what you're saying there, because it is these are labor camps. That's something we haven't been taught.
Yes.
That's why if you look, the Kasi are situated where businesses are.
Yes.
Because I don't want to use the word white people, but whoever that organize
the minority
of people, the superior minority, in inverted commas, decided, fuck, we want to open businesses. We don't have people to work. Let's go get thousands of people, put them in a place where it's close to where we're gonna have our firms and whatever. That's literally how these places started coming about. The gas. I feel like some of our parents have always tried to tell us that, guys, you need to get out of here. Hence why our parents tried to take us to schools and universities and give us opportunities, because I think they knew that they weren't here by choice. They knew that we weren't here by choice. We were here because of the struggle. But I want my kids to now get out of this so they can go give their kids a better life. That's what most parents in Kasi do. That's why you find a lot of kids in Kasi, they do go to schools in the burbs. They do go to varsities. They do get the opportunities given by their parents. But there's some sort of societal barrier that is still covered. Kokas.
Leon and you know, because we were the kids that were sent to these multiracial schools, and my dad was he was proud of that. He tried to make us speak English in the house, and my mom was like, fuck that, because my mom was more political than anything. That's why I have this big love for history, because the school would teach me something and my mom would teach me the real history, right? So funny enough, my dad, yes, he worked hard. He started a business in the burbs. But because even then the system was against the black people who were now sort of welcomed into the then white societies.
Yeah.
But we're still against the black men. So the odds were against a lot of our parents, right? That's why we have a lot of kids who their parents would send them to these schools that be living in these nice areas.
Yeah.
Or their parents along the line they divorced because there's that, right?
Yeah.
But one thing my dad did, which I find very dope, because yes, we couldn't keep up with that. But luckily enough, because of the system that we're still hating, we were offered an RDP house as a place to live because we were six, I get. And then we were moved because of the Oya in Katal ANC. We were one of the people who moved from there. So luckily enough, we had that house, Yako River Park. So my dad. And imagine we now move from the burbs and now we're going to Sandringham High. And now your friends are like, oh my God, like you guys have moved to the hood now, right?
Yeah.
But one thing my dad did like over the years, and I was just thinking about the other day, my dad actually went and he bought land.
Okay.
Like he grew up here.
Yeah.
Most of his life he was here. Space, like his spirituality led him there. And that's a big move. I saw it as wow, that's amazing. And then in turn, yes, we were sent to these multiracial schools, but I'm against that shit. That's why now my son, he went to the same primary school I went to, and they did the same shit where they tried to rattle in him.
Yeah, of course.
And all of that.
Yeah.
And my son was so misunderstood in schools, and it was causing me so much frustration. I was like, I had to sit down and think, okay, I hated it. Why do I think my son is going to enjoy it? Why do I think the system is going to accept my son? So now I'm homeschooling, but now my issue is, yes, fair, we have these opportunities, but my issue is we're still trying to get into these systems that were not for us as black children or black people. So our parents, yes, they worked hard. Some parents were working for Pick and Pay, wherever, just to make sure they keep. But then now we are not questioning FIGO. Like we have cousins who went to like these big schools. But now they're unemployed. They fall into the same statistics as another kid who wasn't given the same opportunities. Well, so when does the burb actually make that much of a difference? Like moving away from what difference has it made for you personally? Like what difference has it built for you?
That's a very good question. You still need to think about it. It's processing. It's like damn. Like actually, because I'm also a conspiracist. To be very honest, I am a conspiracist. I do believe that there's been a conspiracy against black people to just press us down.
It's not a conspiracy. It's fact.
It's a conspiracy till proven.
But our lives have proven it.
But now more people are starting to become woke about it. Now more people are starting to see that what we were telling them all this time, it's this guys, it's been happening. Like
it's nothing new. Before apartheid, there was the colonists.
Way back, as soon as those guys set foot into our land, the system started. They literally came with their system and they literally took it, and as soon as they came here, they started implementing their system. We are going to build schools that are going to teach them this. We are going to tell them that no, this is cannibalism or whatever this is. You guys hunting and whatever. It's so disgusting. It's whatever. It's inhumane. Big words. And we were then meant to believe that actually this guy with his whatever suit and his boat, he's probably smart, in inverted commas, smarter than me. So I will believe what he says. And then they took that on and we ran with it until now.
That's all you know, Khotlam. That's all you know. Even you, just your parents afforded you the opportunity to be out. Because, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. Yo, it drives me insane. Friday, I know. Oh my God.
It's about to go down. It's about to be loud. It's about to be loud.
River Park, but it's more peaceful than here. And that's why I grew up with my parents. Like, and then it was a bit quieter. Now that I'm here, yo, my God, right? So then now that peace of mind, that's why how because you're a threat.
Yeah.
Because even your demeanor is different.
It's different. The way you know, the only difference, like, to be honest, even in the burbs, you do find that the mentality is still kind of the same in terms of, it doesn't mean because you're in the burbs, your life will be successful, firstly.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean you're going to have peace in your life. It's not an automatic thing.
Yes.
Actually, in the burbs, a lot of us suffer depression.
Yes, more stress than
more
here.
stress because of the community factor. Because here, yes, there's a lot of problems, but there's always a community.
Yes.
When you do have problems, there's always somebody that's going to hold your hand and be like, my dog, you don't have to go through this alone.
Yeah.
Let's go through this together. Yeah. I never share FIGO but FIGO ke outeron and FIGO has then a place to. I feel like the only thing is FIGO won't talk about his problems, but at least for that few hours, distraction community. But in the burbs,
you're on your own.
It's just walls and ceilings and quiet. It's literally quiet all the time. And in the burbs there are bigger problems as well.
The stresses of keeping up.
Stresses, drug-related problems. Even though people might think the burbs is full of drugs.
Yeah, because the drugs won't come up.
We're like the cheese boy. Cheese boy were the ones where we saw like, because they can afford 100 rand bag or 150 rand bag. I was like on my 20 rand. They want like 250 rand bags.
Yeah.
And then some of the boys, like, or some of the people in the burbs are very distracted by the burbs. They're very distracted by the burbs to a point where you'll hear a person saying, those places are like,
I'm done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, like your family's there. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, are you trying to say that now it's like a waste camp? Or yes, we know the gas is not healthy.
Yeah.
But like the burb, nobody said the burbs are healthy either.
Exactly.
There's no certificate for living in the burbs.
Yeah.
The burbs is
I say achievement the whole.
I say achievement the whole, Joe. But I will say in terms of peace though. Once I've had a weekend, guys, when I'm done that weekend, I'm like, okay, I'll go to the burbs just for that quiet. It's very quiet. I think I have more time to think. It's a bit more quiet, but your question is very broad. We can talk about it the whole day.
Because it's also a thing where it's not where you are. It's not where you are. It's where you are.
Where you are.
Yeah.
Where you are. But then, trust you me. But there's a lot of very smart people, Mokas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of very powerful people, Mokas. There's a lot of very intelligent people. People that have businesses that still live here.
Yes.
People that have businesses in the burbs, but after that come and lay here, Mokas. So it doesn't mean they end here. No,
or
trust you me.
Yes.
There's a lot of people here are very powerful
as well.
Very powerful, very woke.
Yeah.
If anything, if something that they're taking from Kasi that we don't get in the burbs is that us as black people should have each other's hands. That's one thing they are taking from the burbs.
Yeah.
Is one, guys, we must support each other as abantu bamnyama.
Yeah.
That's what they're taking.
Yeah.
We don't have that in the burbs.
Nah, I hear you. At all.
At all.
I hear you.
At the burbs, it's like we said in the beginning of the interview. Kimaki, hello, hi, sharp.
That's it. Everyone minds their own business.
Everybody minds their own business.
Yeah.
Shit.
The domestic abuse, what the stats don't tell us, it's higher there because it's more hidden. Come, your neighbor will hear, whether they help you or not, but someone will know. You know, someone will know. Definitely there'll be someone who knows. And at some point it's going to end. Someone is going to intervene. In the burbs, people just look the part.
Yeah, yes. It's a very look the part thing. The burbs, if anything, to be very honest, the burb has destroyed a lot of families. I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about other people. Because of that thing of Kutulako in the burbs, where we look like everything is fine.
Yeah.
We dress, we look like everything's fine.
Yeah.
But at the back, shit is falling apart.
Yeah.
But we don't have community.
Yeah. Yeah. Because some things are not instilled. Like, we can come, because we can be as the mother and the father, okay, we are going to take our kids to the burbs. But if Rona, mentally, as the parents, or even emotionally, we're not healthy, the family can still be destroyed, right? And then because they don't care to ask if you guys, or even wonder if you guys are okay. They just assume.
Yeah, it's always, when you get and it's so funny, when you get to family events, especially like you said, the people from the burbs. So as you get there, they think you guys are you guys have the gold.
Yeah.
When you walk in,
yeah,
you must make the drinks. Yeah, you guys must make the drinks.
Yeah.
You guys must make the champagnes and the Hennessy's. It's you guys.
Yeah.
They're asking you guys for everything. Kupale, and it's yo guys, we also got problems. You know what I'm saying? But you obviously won't tell them.
Yeah.
But in the back of your head, you also it's not really as rosy as it looks, my nigga. It's just Kekapile, and I came to see you guys.
Yes.
As family.
Yeah.
It's not really what it is. But maybe we also have to blame ourselves.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. Maybe also the way we carry ourselves has given them that
impression. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe the way we walk.
Yeah.
Maybe when we get in, we walk different, or with, I don't know.
It's like a trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
because you look different, obviously. You are going to look different because environment is everything.
Maybe the way we talk also. Obvious, Talia thing is different. When you fika moleka Talia how ba uka gore ai mara maybe I'm an atswemo,
yeah.
Or maybe or whatever the case is. Yeah.
Yeah. So then now your family structure, how would you describe it? Is it both families, mom and dad, married?
So my family structure is, my parents are divorced firstly. My parents are divorced. They got divorced when I was about 12. So it's a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
That's
about 17
years.
Yeah, 17, 16 years ago. My family structure, to be honest, is, it's almost like our family tree. I won't say it's a generational curse, but there's definitely a pattern in our families, in all of our families.
What pattern?
The pattern of firstly single parents, divorced parents, and the pattern of, I'm sorry to put niggas under the bus, but the pattern of men abandoning their homes.
So is this coming from your mom or your dad's side?
My dad's side.
So from your dad's side, a lot of the women had to raise their kids alone.
Yeah.
So Leana, he was raised by a single mom.
He was raised by a single mom. And I feel like that affected him because the same thing happened to us.
Because of his relationship with his dad, or
He didn't even know his dad.
Oh.
To be honest, he didn't even know his dad. So these things, I feel like our brains are kind of like video recorders. And our brains are like computers, for lack of better words.
Yes.
Our brains actually absorb a lot of things that happen around us, even though we might not think we're paying attention to.
Yeah, they're imprinting.
It's recording everything, and it's creating actions and memories and triggers and whatever in your brain, even though you might not be thinking about
reflex,
it. And then what do? Then your behavior acts as the projector. So then you start projecting those things that are absorbing in your mind. So my dad, he didn't have a father, but I only recently found this out.
Oh wow.
The reason why I found this out is because my previous relationship, not the one I'm currently in now, in my previous relationship, I had a tendency of always hiding or running away when there was an issue. Like I'd always just avoid. Yeah, I'd be avoidant. No, man. But then recently I thought to myself, after me and my previous girlfriend broke up, I thought to myself, something is not right. There has to be a core to why I'm like this. Why my brother had the same type of behavior.
So wait, so Lika Kochen siblings?
There's three of us.
Boys?
Yeah, no, it's my older sister, she's the firstborn. The second born is my older brother. I'm the last born.
Oh, okay.
But the same thing happened to my sister as well. She got married, and the guy she got married to then dipped. Then my brother, his relationships also, he would dip, or he would run away from problems. Every time there were problems at home, he would run away.
Yeah.
But something in me was telling me that no, man, this thing stems from something, because I'm also doing the same thing now.
Yeah.
Then I decided to have the talk with my dad and ask him, actually, my nigga, what, like, who's your dad?
Yeah.
Then he told me. Then he revealed to me that I don't know who my dad is. Then everything made sense.
In the conversation or even after, what click? Because when I was that question, then I suddenly one you're like, oh shit!
In the conversation,
Ah.
it just clicked, like it, and I even spoke to my mom about it. It just clicked. I'm like, that's why this nigga also left us. That's why he left the woman he got
married
to after my mom. That's why he left her as well.
So he got remarried and then
I wouldn't say remarried, but he had kids.
He moved on.
Yeah, he moved on, and then he also left them. Then I met up with Rangwane Waka. He told me this, and then the same revelation came out that he left his kids with his baby mama. Then I'm like, no man, there's definitely a root to this problem in our family.
Wow.
And it's actually like a generational curse.
It is.
Yes, it's a generational curse. And then that's when it made sense why my dad left my mom. And but what was I doing as a young boy? That's what I was absorbing. Every time I was sitting Kishibiti TV, and then I'd see my dad and my mom argue, whatever, and my dad leaves. What am I doing?
You also like, oh, this is how you're gonna
This is how it. Yeah, it's like, okay, this is the right way to deal with shit.
This is how it's done.
Yeah, this is how it's done.
Yeah.
And I don't know that 20 years later in my life, it's
You'll
actually gonna
also be doing
affect
it.
my relationships. It's also gonna. Every time I had a problem with my previous girlfriend, I'd leave. Previous girlfriend, I'd leave.
Yeah.
And I started seeing that no man, actually something was not right.
And only maybe not about relationships fair, like in life in general. Like as soon as you meet a stumbling block,
I'd run away with.
you reject even solving it. Just move away from
with some of my friends.
have an idea, and then when it's not happening the way you're planning, why not? Yeah.
I'm becoming. I hide in inverted commas. I don't face the problem. I don't diagnose what the problem is, and box the problem, and then box the problem, box the solution. Okay, guys, this is the problem. Okay, sharp. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
It's more of a oh shit, there's a problem. Okay.
Yeah. Let's ignore it or run away from it.
But what's it doing? It actually builds up inside. It builds up to a point that when maybe those same people or similar situation happens, you get triggered.
Yeah.
What did you don't know, you're not solving the problem properly.
Yeah.
You saying the wrong words.
Yeah, you're not taking
approach.
accountability.
So yeah, it
So then how was it? How did it feel when you finally realized, oh God, word, okay, my parents are divorcing? Did they sit you guys down? Or was it black parents don't do that? You just see it happen.
do that, and it's a problem. It's these things. I was still young. I feel like if anything, it affected my brother and my sister most, because I feel like they were old enough to actually be aware of what was going on. But especially my brother, to be honest.
Because he's the older son.
He's the oldest son. He really got affected about it, and he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk. He bottles everything up. To a point where, drug abuse became a thing. Avoidance, like I was, every time, like he was hardly at home. But I didn't know because I was still young.
Yeah, you were still young.
I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
But as a young man, let me speak for myself. As a young man, when you're young, I feel like these type of things, they'll always tell you them indirectly. They'll be like, oh no, papa rekile nku, papa no. But they won't put it in words like, oh,
not together anymore.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, papa rekile nku, papa could do ya. Then, that's the way they were saying it to me. But that was about 12. But at the age of 13, obviously now you're a bit more self-aware, 13, 14. Then you realize, oh, actually my parents are divorced. Shit. Okay.
And you hear it from Koskolong, maybe like or watching something on TV, like, whoa, actually that's what's happening with they divorced.
They divorced, and at a young age, I don't think these things you I think there's 2 different phases or 3 different phases. At the ages of maybe like 8 to like 13, it doesn't really affect you. Because you just don't want to go play with your friends. All you're thinking about is...
That's all you care about.
All you care about is playing with your friends.
Just being a kid.
Just being a kid.
Yeah.
You're not even... What's happening at home?
Aye.
You're not even... But like I was saying earlier, that my mind is recording everything that's happening in the
home.
house. Now when I think about it, it's like, actually, that was really fucked up. Like, everything that was actually happening at my crib was really fucked up. How do people even do that in front of their kids?
Because nevalwana all the time upelaluna.
Fighting in front of us.
Like physical.
Yeah, sometimes it'll get physical.
Yeah.
There's a time they got into a physical altercation, right? So what they do in primary school, they would, weekend, when you get home, when you get to school from the weekend, they would make you write.
How was your weekend?
How was your weekend? What did you do? Then you'd write, now weekend, me, not even being aware that I'm writing something that my teacher probably saw. I was like, what the fuck? I actually wrote about the fight my parents had. Now, and I just wrote it like, oh, and even drew a picture. Oh, this and this happened. Oh, okay. Then I got called into the office the next day with my parents. I thought I was in trouble. Then the teacher explained what happened, and so that's one of the things now that I'm thinking of now as well. When I grew up, I'm like, actually, that probably traumatized my teacher. Like, seeing that what the fuck. Like, but I was still young.
Imagine that drawing. Imagine seeing that drawing now at your age.
I would that
would break your heart.
It would break my heart.
You would see your child's self in your innocence. And I think even how did your parents deal with it? About cheeky or they were like...
They're probably like, shit, actually we fucking up. I'd like to think that's what they...
So they didn't talk to you about it?
They didn't talk to me about it. Black people, I don't know guys, I don't know if it's a black people thing, but we don't like talking about serious, like really, really important
uncomfortable
things.
Stuff.
We don't like talking about it. And we don't like talking about it to our kids.
Yeah.
We like sugarcoating everything.
Yes.
Or we like avoiding a lot of things. So I don't know if it's I don't want to say necessarily black people, because I don't know what happens in other cultures, but I've realized that it happens in black
societies,
more like evidently,
if
I can say it like that.
Do you think so? That incident, did it at some point maybe create a sense of you not sharing too much about? I'm a part of you that probably clicked from that incident of I mustn't share about my family situation too much.
Yeah.
Where it breeded musikhrisi mo wena gore okay, let me not open up about by telling what happened
to so many people.
Yeah. Let me not speak so much about what's happening in my life.
The secrecy thing, I would say it's a family problem. So whatever. But the adults are right. The young people must shut up.
Yeah, we don't want to know what you think.
We don't know what you think.
Or how you feel.
Yeah. Maybe if I have problems at school. The first thing that used to happen, I don't know if you grew up like this, but when you get in trouble at school,
you know it's gonna be on.
You know it's shaking.
Yeah.
As soon as they come, as soon as you hear that hooter or whatever, the gate opens, you know that shit.
My beat down.
Let me get my extra jacket, you know, just in case. So until I get that extra chase, you know, you know what's to go down. But why didn't our parents sit with us and actually try and box what's going on with my child? So that thing of not talking about how we feel is actually the reason why so many of us as adults don't talk about how we feel as well.
Yeah, as adults.
Because it's something we've actually adopted.
Yeah.
We don't talk about how we feel. We don't express our emotions. We've created this thing of, okay, as black people, be tough. Just go through the shit alone.
Yeah.
So that incident was probably another example of them not even sitting with me and asking me, hey, dude, we saw this. It basically, that incident happened and it just got shoved under the carpet, swept under the carpet, and
that was it.
So
then, Mama, how was it? So it was just you and your mom, like your siblings and your mom after the divorce.
After the divorce, me and my brother went to go stay with my dad, and my sister stayed with my mom.
Okay.
My dad was a very busy man, so me and my brother kind of raised ourselves to a certain extent.
He was hardly home.
He was hardly home.
Not last bar, no, doing whatever.
Yeah, that was the situation. So after the divorce, it was me and my brother at my dad's place, and my mother was living with my mom, Kempton Park. We stayed in Beklu.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved to Beklu. Yeah, it was very tough, if I can use that word, lack of better words, because now
there's
no warmth, dude. Now it's like
you cooking. So you taught yourself how to cook,
dude. It was like whatever's there, just eat.
You and your brother just asking each other, so he had to basically father you.
He had to father me, yeah. But imagine a 16-year-old guy. He's in his prime. He's in his teen
prime,
where he's still in the streets.
Yeah.
So he's just making sure, okay, Ojele sharp, okay, Donna, out. You know.
And then Nosalal Mang was their nanny or something.
Nah, he used to stay alone.
So Nosalal only one.
With my friends, with my mates.
And then be back a certain time.
Yeah, make sure, before Pops is gonna come around 8, make sure around 7 you're home, do your homework. 8, when he comes, he checks your homework, sharp you sleep, and then weekends at least, then you go visit my old lady. Weekend you go to visit your mom. Yeah.
That's where you get like my 7 colors. Sometimes.
Yeah. You know, moms don't play around. Yeah. They'll be like, yo, you looking skinny, man, nigga. You know, you looking skinny.
Your laundry, all class ways.
Now, you know, when you leave in Sunday night, you're like, damn.
I have to go back there. Yeah.
You know, there's a DSTV there. It's nice. Like,
warm.
It's warm. It's just, even the lights were yellow, so you know, it's that.
Yeah, that homely.
Yeah. Hey, they back by the place, they had the parks where the lights are blue, you know, so it's like, hey, I'm told it's giving that dollar, flipping, like we're living in a flat type of situation.
Yeah.
And just at that time, you just don't understand these things as a kid. You're just recording. But now that I'm starting to unbox all of this, get trauma, just like trauma in a way.
Yeah, it's your traumas.
Then you start unboxing like, fuck, that's why I'm
like this.
Yes, that's why.
Because your traumas as a child, they're creating whatever you're going through as a child, it's creating your character and your personality as an adult. So how do I know your relationship with Papa? How is it?
My dad, to be honest, he's a very good guy. I just think he just made mistakes, like everybody. He's human. But honestly, he's always been a good, like, he's not that, he was never the type of father that shut me out, or he's 100% always there. Me and him talk, you know. I let go of the things that happened in the past, and I just realized he's also human. I'm not gonna keep reminding him that you once fucked up. You once fucked up. I'm like, bro, he's human. He made mistakes, and the fact that now it's never too late. The fact that maybe now he's talking about them, and now he's also admitting that, bro, my life, don't do the same things I did.
Oh, Joe, that takes balls for him to admit his wrongs, Joe. Maybe that's why you're able to say he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because you see, he's made himself vulnerable to say. Because maybe because you decided to be an adult and start having conversations with him. Because we make the mistake of growing up. We blame our parents for Dilo, but we forget that we are growing up and we are adults now. And you becoming an adult, you have to decide to be the adult and show your parents, no, I'm an adult, by approaching the situation.
Now we can have the conversation. We can have, even though, okay, it's happened, years have happened, it's fine, like, but let's have the conversation. Let's unbox.
Yes.
And the unboxing, to be honest, before I get to the unboxing, sorry. Yeah, my relationship with my father is great. You know, we go cycling, we talk business ideas, we talk football. Like, he's kind of become like a friend, to be honest.
Which is important.
Very important. It's I won't say unfortunate. It's seeing other guys grow up with their fathers and seeing their type of character, and guys who didn't grow up with fathers. You can see the difference. There is a difference because so
Yeah.
I used to get home whatever time. I used to do whatever I wanted, even though she tried her hardest to always keep me in line. But you know, moms are soft. Dog.
Or the discipline factor of the whole thing.
Yes, the way me and my
Seriti.
brother was just nog sana seriti ntwana konkung. Konkung it was just now. Okay, weekend, me and my mother clean, me and my brother, sorry, clean the house. Then we gone. Come back, whatever. We come back Sunday late. You know, but it's like, it's just moms. You know, type of thing.
There's no
It's not like
masculine authority.
I
Yeah.
have to get home at this time. Boy, I don't have a chance. Maybe like, it's 6.
Ulo rasa fella, that's all she's gonna say.
Walking while she's even rusting. It's like, you just walk and open the bread tin, like nothing's happening, you know. And also, I think also in terms of how you are as a man, besides the discipline, there's things your father has to teach you as a man to ensure that you're a better man for you, for yourself firstly, and for your family, and for your future family. There are things that he has to teach you. They're the way you carry yourself, the way you articulate yourself as well, and the respect you show, and when to pick your moments, when to show that respect, and when to
Be a man.
stamp your authority and be
Yeah.
like, no, there are things that he shows. And I can see with a lot of people I know that haven't grew up with their fathers, including myself, we have a lack of knowing who we are.
Can I just jump in there?
Yeah.
So, as a whole, you didn't grow up with your father. You didn't grow up with both parents together.
I didn't grow up. I grew up with both my parents until we were 12. Obviously, they got divorced.
Yeah.
When I was 13, my father literally went ghost.
Oh.
Yeah, he went ghost for the longest of time.
Oh,
I
really?
think I only saw him 10 years.
So did you see Lena here?
Yeah, we
After
did with
the
him with a
divorce.
year,
Oh.
and then I think my mom was like, no ways. No, I don't
them.
like the way you treating my kids. You know that mom thing. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way. No, these are not my kids.
Yeah.
Bring them out, take care of them. I'll raise them. He obviously
his freedom.
He got his freedom. I literally hadn't seen him for 10 years. Hadn't contacted him. Maybe I'd see him at like a funeral, but you know, funerals is not really a place where now we're gonna sit and talk, and it's like, hey, time out, hey, then it's like.
And also, you in your anger, so how about you entertain?
I'm with my cousins, you know. I'm with my I ain't finna be all deep
Yeah,
and
you want
stuff
some
right
fuck
now.
that nigga.
Yeah, then out. I hadn't seen him for 10 years. So I'd say the most important time of my life when I actually needed him to be there, which was my teen years.
So
Is
that's why
when he
Ori
wasn't
didn't
here.
grow up with your father. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
That stage of my life, I think was very important to have a father there. Just those teen years.
True.
After that, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe when you're like 22, whatever, it's fine. But from like 14 to like 20 years old, I think it is important to have a father figure. That period is very important because that's like your teen adolescence type of year. That's when now you actually into the real world where you starting to explore with like dating, going out, drinking, smoking, school stress, whatever the case is,
Self-identifying yourself. Yeah.
getting to know who you are.
Yeah.
But at that age, if you don't have someone who's guiding you, you're latching onto everything because you don't know what's what. So the guys, when you're in high school, you with the crew of the guys that smoke, you feel like I belong here.
Yeah.
Ning you with the crew of the guys bajalang polo. Okay, you like soccer, but these guys are not the cool guys in
Yeah.
inverted commas.
Yeah.
Okay, nah, I'm not gonna be this. Ning you with the guys that you know, you just taking all these energies and all these lessons because you're not being guided. You're not being. I got home from school. My mother was working very hard. She obviously had 2 kids and a daughter to take care of.
Yeah. She had 3 kids.
She had 3 kids.
Yeah.
Working very hard. My sister decided, okay, you know what? I can see my mother's under pressure. I'm gonna go khereza for myself and go. You take care of Tebogo and my brother Tabo. His name is Tabo. So she never had time to sit and ask you, hey dude.
Because she had to work.
Yeah, she had to work. And I understood that she gets home, she's tired. When she gets home, what much she must now cook again. By 8:30, my mother was already in bed because she was tired. She was tired from the long day she had. She didn't have time to. And the weekends, what does she have to do? She has to wake up and go work overtime.
Oh shit.
Because the overtime now also brings in a bit more, so she can take us to university, whatever.
Oh lord.
Yeah, so there's no time to. Tebogo, how was your week at school? How was this? That time Tebogo was going through the most amount of nonsense right now in his life. But I'm just a kid. I just make everything look like it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on,
as long as bawubona kunhlungu.
it's fine. So my relationship with him is it's good.
It's
Now
getting there.
Yeah.
And your relationship with your mom?
It's the best. She's always been there. You know, moms, like as long as you respect and love and take care of your mom, she will literally throw you with blessings. She will literally, even if you don't do that, she still will. Yeah, but my mom has literally been my biggest supporter of everything I do.
Dope.
She's always been there. She's always. When I was playing soccer, she used to take me to training. Imagine like the same thing. She had to rush, pick me up, take me to training, come home, cook in the morning, take us to school, do that cycle every day. When I went to varsity, I'm like, no, I want to go to this university. She's like, no, I want you to go to this one.
Yeah.
She took that responsibility.
She made that decision because
she knows, and she's like, I'm gonna, even if this university is 10 times more expensive than this one, go there. Don't worry about the fees. I will take care of that. I will. So yeah, I'm blessed to have a mom like her. Yeah.
Do you have friends that didn't grow up with their moms? Do you know anyone who grew up without their mother in their life, who wasn't raised by a mother?
Actually, I don't.
But do you have a lot of friends who weren't raised, or a lot of people who weren't raised or didn't grow up with their dad?
Yeah, the father one is more evident than the mom one. I hardly know parents that were raised without their moms.
Yeah.
It's either mom is there or
there's
both
a grandmother
parents, or grandpa, both parents, or grandmother, or auntie, the aunt. But I haven't met. They are people, obviously, but on my experience, I haven't met a friend that's only been raised by dad.
Kubutsa this question because I wanted to lead to asking, do you see the difference in someone who was raised by a female figure and someone who didn't grow up with a female figure? Like, do you see the difference in that? Like, how does that affect that person psyche? But it's not normal.
You can. It's the thing about time. A timer will always, or a man. Let me don't even say time. A man, even when my dad divorced us, he got a female companion.
Quick fast.
So there will always be a female companion.
Yeah.
Even in that process of me staying with my dad, there was
someone
female presence.
Yeah.
There. With my mom, it's different.
Yeah.
With women, I think it's a bit more, I wouldn't say tricky, but I feel like they're they're resistant to fall in love again, or to get married again, or to create a relationship again.
Takes time.
It takes a lot. Some don't even do it at all. Some, once they've divorced, it's done. Like, kish up.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
So,
and
that's my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like that's why a lot of people can hardly say, I grew up without a female in my life.
It goes back to show the importance of the female energy in families. Like, we are the backbone. As Nas says, black woman is the backbone. So remember, the reason why you are even here is the two questions that I asked you, because we wanted a male's perspective, especially it being August Women's Month, but a male's perspective, and also like all the stuff that you've shared, we've never spoken about. I never knew that about you, right?
Yeah.
But it gives a perspective for women to also understand why we are in the state that we claim that we are as the women, because we fail to try and understand the background that the males have. Men are trash, for example. But we don't want to sit down and understand, okay, like
Wow, what are the
what's happened? Because my dad, his dad left them when he was 11, and my grandmother had, I think, 6 kids then. So he left them at Limpopo. So my dad started working from that age too to try and help the mom. And my grandmother worked as a domestic to raise her kids. So, and now him and the life that he's chosen for himself, he's married. I think he and my mom have been married for 39 years. So that's all I know, like having both parents around. And then my mom, Lena, my grandmother had 3 kids. So Nell firstborn, and then my mom and my aunt. So it was a different father, but then 2, my mom and different, same guy. He left. Then nobody said.
Yeah.
But then along the line, Runa, we grew up with my grandmother. She remarried.
Yeah.
We only found out when we were older. No, he's not a real blood grandfather. But so I can basically say I had 3 grandfathers, all in all. But honestly, I had 1. He's the only grandfather that I knew. The one who stepped in. Right.
Yeah.
So he raised my aunt and my mom and my uncle. And then they had a kid. So he's all I know as a grandfather.
Yeah.
So Mama Kalena, she had her own traumas.
Yeah.
But she didn't know. She found out once she was married. This nigga's not my dad.
Yo.
And then she found out from Ditoro.
Yeah.
Spirituality was pushing her.
Yeah.
That's how she found her dad.
Yeah.
So when we find this guy, he looks exactly like my mom.
Yeah.
But then the figure that we had as that male is a man who came all the way from Zimbabwe to come and raise us.
You guys,
family. So we fail to understand the background of people. That's why Lou and I know you are able to say your dad is a good guy.
Yeah.
So as much as my dad, yes, he and my mom stayed together. They had their own mistakes within our family structure and their marriage too. But because you understand background mood, you can say, oh, okay, so this is why
it's like this.
This is why this person is like this. And then you're able to forgive a bit more. So I think mistake or women that we I think it's not even South Africa but worldwide, we're so quick to be the victims without truly understanding the background of things. Or even, I think the biggest factor is us not understanding our role. Like there's always a woman there to bring the nurturing and the warmth to even a man who's left his own kids and his wife.
Yeah, a woman will still accept him and take it and still be there for him.
Exactly. So we fail to understand our role as women. So the whole point of you being here as a guest is to give that perspective too, and also so that we can understand, no, we're not the only ones crying as women. So, like the question that I asked you, the relationship between men and women, like the state of it.
Yeah.
What's your perspective? Yes, you gave it to me via WhatsApp, but what's your perspective on it? And the disconnect. Keep saying the disconnect. The
disconnect now. You see everything we've spoken about and what you also said now, it forms another reason of the disconnect. The disconnect is starting to now come from both parties.
Yeah.
So both of us now are starting to breed a society that's becoming like this.
Yeah.
Both the male
Toxic,
and the female. Yeah. Firstly, the males are now, I'd like to blame males to a certain extent for leaving a lot of people now, or a lot of women now, are talking about baby daddies that are leaving them. A lot. It's becoming common now.
Yeah.
Like every single girl you meet now. Okay, Papa one.
Njayo.
Every single girl. Like literally, it's even scary now to actually feel like, guys, literally, are we like this, guys? Have we become the society of guys that as soon as a woman gets pregnant, we chucking?
Yeah.
Every single one of us. And then women must understand that they bear the seed of the child. So as a woman, everything you're also feeding into your mind and into your soul is actually feeding into your child.
Definitely, yeah.
So women need to be very careful of that as well. They feel
During
like
pregnancy. Yes.
they feel like being toxic and it doesn't matter. Doesn't affect my child. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna be
fuck that nigga.
Yeah. I'm gonna be total toxic as well.
Yeah.
While I'm pregnant.
Yes.
Not knowing that this is actually feeding into your child.
Yes.
Then your child manifests to be a
Be it Kingwanyana or Kimshiman.
Yes. They become an asshole, or they become as toxic as you, or they take your character traits as well.
Yeah.
And then that's how now this whole thing, it's like we are blaming women are blaming us.
Oh, perspective, mind blowing. Yeah.
We are blaming women are blaming us. That's what's happening in society right now. We are saying, banana kidi what, kidi rabishi, kidi what, we're saying all these bad things about women, kidi bad bitch, whatever. How are we gonna marry such women?
Yeah.
Women are saying, whoa, but what about these niggas? These niggas don't do shit for us now. They're leaving us hanging. They not providing like they used to.
Yeah, they're
not protecting us.
Yeah.
They're leaving us to be vulnerable to situations of even more pain, even more toxicity.
Yeah.
Obviously, our response is to be to repel that.
Yes.
I'm going to repel. And who am I going to point at? The male.
Yeah.
So right now, hey, I don't know who's responsible for it, whether it's the media, but there are obviously a lot of factors that are molding our society to become the way it is now, which is very detrimental. But whatever it is, I do feel like our society is going downhill.
Our black society.
Hey, you
wanna know because. And I tell people sometimes, no, my best friend is a white woman. Lena baby daddy issues. Lena only much as the white. That's the difference. The white woman won't. That society are not quick to put their shit out.
Yes.
Like we are, because we're not another victim mentality. So we want the world to just
feel sorry for us.
Just hear what we have to say. And we are abusing that right? We are abusing it. So,
no, they love it. Wherever the white community are, hence why they keep degrading us, because they can clearly see that we're still not learning. We're not learning our lessons as a black community.
Yeah.
We're still not learning, and that's why they will always have an edge on us.
Yeah.
They're not smarter than us.
No.
They're not smarter than us. They're not stronger than us. They're not whatever.
Yeah.
Superior than us.
Yeah.
Superiority was created by them.
By them against us, because they knew what they could see. They forefathers told them how powerful our society and our people were. Yes. So we became a threat.
We became a Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu had the biggest army, one of the biggest armies in the world.
Yeah.
The kingdom of the Zulu.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. A lot of people just know Shaka Zulu. There's what they see on TV. Yeah. They buy on TV. Shaka Zulu. But they don't actually know that Shaka Zulu had the Zulu kingdom was one of the biggest.
And it was the biggest army because, yes, for his own reasons, because he wanted the power. But he was putting clans together. That's why the Zulus are the Zulus, because they are under the Senemia Zulu. But it's different clans. That's why you Zulu. Yes, Wakamang. It's a different surname. So he was bringing that shit together in his own right.
And then what did they do? We'll skip the history lesson. You'll probably have this with another person or whatever someday. We'll skip the history lesson. So the white folks or other colors than us, they're not superior than us. It's just a black people. We're not learning. We're not learning, and we've been brainwashed to believe that the white standard is the standard. So isn't we've been made to believe the white standard is the standard. So the standard of education was created by a white person. So basically meaning that if you get to that level, which is created by a white person, you are smart.
Yeah.
If you don't get to that you are stupid.
You are uneducated. Yeah.
You are uneducated. You are illiterate.
Yeah.
You have to know how to speak English like this.
Yeah,
If
not
you're
just speak it, but speak it this way. Yeah,
this way for you to get into a boardroom and have a meeting where you clearly have the capacity to make this idea work. But if you don't speak that the way they want it, you're illiterate.
But you know what the funny thing is about all that shit as well? Yes, we can speak it. This is coming from someone who's had like vast experience in different industries, like from chefing to journalism, and then I went into sales and marketing, and then I went into corporate, right? We can speak it however you want to speak it, but there's a level where you won't be accepted. You can walk into those boardrooms with them, but there's a level where you won't be accepted. You are still that black woman, right? You're not just a woman, but you are still just a black woman. And if you're a black woman, there's a certain way that you're expected to be carried that's suitable for them.
For that level, for that threshold, once you get to that,
you must just be thankful for the crumbs that they're giving you. Because yes, there can be a white manager and me as a manager, and we're both female, but our pays are not the same. Level of respect is not the same.
100%.
Her being forthcoming about her ideas or her own rights is seen differently to how I would come. Mine is more arrogant, more aggressive. She's more. And I want to how that minority, that superior minority, has made us box us into things that we need to aim to. It leads to the whole feminist movement that I'm so against too. That movement going to thing as well. The other thing that it has created yes, a lot of black women. Like for example, even your mom, she had to work hard, right? So we work hard, and then these things, they give us the status or the role that make us feel like it identity that is not the true natural identity. And then the way that you are treated, that's how you want to be treated in society, in your family, in your relationship, too.
Which is
it's two different things. Like you can have a woman who, for example, I also experienced it from other women too as a healer, like Mutu. They want your help, but they want you to listen to them because she's so used to having that authority. We have to like.
No, it's what you're saying. It is so true. Like what you're saying is so true. Like so true that it's crazy that we actually we're made to believe that just because I'm the boss at work, now I'm the boss in life.
At home too.
At home, when I'm with my friends, now they must hear me. I must be the one. I'm the smartest nigga in the room now because I'm the smartest nigga at work. The fuck does? Your work is your work, my nigga.
That's
you have to be smart because they're gonna You have to be.
You don't own it.
You don't own that shit.
That's the thing. We don't own these things, but we are so invested in proving ourselves in other people's ideas. And again, okay, the kids that we went to school with, the white kids we went to, we don't see them job hunting. We don't bump into them in these same jobs or fields, even though it's the same field. But we don't see them. It's because their families have created things for them to come and manage and look after. So then we're working hard to be under other people's kids, and we're neglecting. From us as women, we're neglecting our households, our kids, right? Where our own nurturing, like be it your mom being the worker that she was, be it my grandmother being the worker. She was a domestic. Both my grandmothers were domestics, like my mom's mom and my dad's mom. So, but neglect have an to go look after. And bafa banawa mfuto over something their own kids. When they come home now, their kids are frustrations. They're just the responsibility. And utlontina wes because papa why.
Untina wes wabona gore ke tsa mmereko ke tsa what.
Mara ngwana pas I was nurturing, I was nice. Even breastfed some of them. You get what I'm saying?
It's crazy. So, it's really crazy.
So it's a slippery slope, and we women think we are winning. We thinking we have the bad end of the stick or the fire stick, and we are all going through the same shit. Because as much as yes, you may and kamu address Alona when he comes, but as much as a lot of these, even the last company I worked for, they hired a lot of women. And I realized they hire a lot of black women and not as many black men. And the black men that they hire, yes, sir.
Yeah. Banyakabo yes, sir.
Because they don't want us to be fought for.
Yeah.
They don't want us to be protected, right?
Yeah.
So a lot more black women are being hired, but what we are failing to understand, and we as women, we are seeing it, there are more opportunities for us women out there. But
Independence, yeah.
But we're not seeing the backlash of it for our men. Our men can't provide the same or the way they used to anymore because they're not given opportunities anymore. Maintain still, right?
Yeah.
So my argument is, okay, so if we're the ones who are getting more, if you choose to be that type of woman, you need to come into it with the understanding that my man won't be able to provide the lifestyle that I can provide for myself. I don't think understanding it. I still want you to reach the same level that I want. I still want you to look after me. I can't meet you halfway and say, okay, let me look at his character. What is he giving me? Like like, is he giving me understanding? If I grew up without a father, is he the type of man that I would want?
Do you think, sorry to interject.
No, go ahead.
Do you think like you're saying now, the understanding from a woman to understand, okay, Mtako, I never fit to that level I want it to be. Do you think it's us as males, are we starting to, I want to use a blunt, I'm going to call it a speed. Do you think we're failing as men? Or do you think it's just what the level of the woman we want also has gone up? Like, am I making sense?
No. Okay, so what's happening is you can only want what you are fed. So if most of us, we are not self-aware. We don't have self-love to a point where you can see, okay, this is just the smoke screen that we are being sold by media or whatever, right? So obviously, the women that you think you want are the women that the women think they want to be. Okay. Right?
Okay.
So I must look this way.
Yeah.
To be attractive.
Yeah.
So that's all you see on social media. So that's what I want, right?
Yeah.
But in the backlash of it is you won't get the opportunity to even be able to maintain that person because society is against you as a black man.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell the opportunities there, wabo. So there are men who know.
But do you think that thing is saying there's no opportunities? But do you think that us as men, we're the hunters. The whole we the hunters. We gotta go make those opportunities from somewhere. Must go.
Yes.
I love the popcorn and I love a plan.
Whatever. Yes. I think the reality is there are some lazy people out here, and a minority somehow rules. So, that's why we have more girls who say and daughter must, and then men so if you're gonna still take that thing. There's no jobs, and then just say there's no jobs out there.
There's no jobs.
You and I know, yes, there's always been a big talk of unemployment, but we've been able to get employed over the years. It's because we went and looked for jobs. So I say it's not that the niggas are lacking. It also depends on the person's character and personality too. So Rona Flopa Rona. I get when you're the guy,
Yeah.
Why go come? And then Kausan get useless.
Yeah.
You are this. Why am I not taking the time to get to investigate and see who you are first?
Yeah.
Can you meet my standards first?
Yeah, I see that you meet my standards, and if you don't, cut it off there.
So we are so quick to take you guys.
Yeah.
Cause on shades.
Yeah.
And then Kausani, when I realized, nigga ain't all that, I'm quick to run and tell everyone that nigga ain't shit.
Yeah.
But I'm forgetting I chose him. You make me fall pregnant.
Yeah.
You've been showing me throughout how you won't be able to maintain.
But you still allow me to.
But
yeah.
I felt pregnant. There's even a window for me to even terminate if I want to. That's the other right we have as women now. But I didn't want to. It's also a choice. So if I chose to lay with you, and still fall pregnant, I'm also accepting the responsibility that I must take too. So that's my qualm. We agreed to lay with these guys, right? So I can't keep coming and saying he's useless. But I agreed too. That means I'm also responsible for this child too.
Yeah.
So if this guy is showing he won't be able to, why am I still making a noise about it? Because it's a reflection of me.
Yeah.
That's what we're forgetting.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of me.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna go and call out every nigga that I've dated and has been a bad relationship, can I that one ain't shit. But it's a reflection of me.
Yeah.
We're forgetting that part on our side. It's still a reflection of who we are as women. And as soon as another woman comes and says, "But what does that say about you?" You are hated by women.
You get
They
defensive.
don't want to hear
Yeah,
that.
because-
I have to play along to it and say, yes, niggas. It's like, nah, my son, Papa Khaye wasn't so involved. Or, monetary wise. But I wasn't, and also, yes, hey, guys, these things, looking at backgrounder too, sir, I think it's also because of how my grandmother was. My mom was one of those I tried to be that woman. My mom was like, no,
Yeah.
let them. She's like, let them.
Yeah.
And I think she was able to say that because of the type of woman my grandmother was too. So I want to do how things are carried over from the mother to the daughter or the sons or whatever.
Yes.
So that's why I was able to say, okay, you know what, if this guy doesn't want to do anything, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight him. But I always left room for him and my son to have a relationship, which they still do now.
Yeah. That's important. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, these things don't matter.
Yeah.
This child won't be like, yeah, you didn't buy me Nikes, my mom did. No, those things won't matter. If he's to discover his dad for who he will on his own right as a man.
Yeah.
Because now he has the opportunity to sit him down.
Yeah.
And ask him certain questions so that he can. But my responsibility now as his mother is the type of man that I choose after that.
Yeah.
Or the type of man that I need to settle down with.
Yeah.
At some point I sat my son down, Echo, you know what? We need to settle down. He's like, what do you mean we? Because I talked to him, right?
Yeah.
I need to find you a good dad.
Yeah.
Like
good
we
father
need,
figure,
yes, we need a family structure.
Yeah.
Like we can't just be me and you.
Yeah.
We need a family structure.
Yeah.
So it was my responsibility to now choose a. So there's a flop in. Move on fast.
Yeah.
I need to prove to everyone else who know me.
I'm hot. I'm
hot,
still
I'm
up
hot,
to, yeah. This nigga
And
left
then I
lost
go
me.
for a type of guy who looks the part, but he ain't shit.
Yo,
And then I have another child by him or other kids by him. Why one?
Bro,
So everything has to start with self. Like you have to be honest with yourself. No, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I had this thing on points a few times.
For the red flag.
Yeah, but I
you're
still.
ignoring the red flag.
Yeah. Like if we women start from there, especially baby mamas, I made the wrong decision. Let me move. Even chasing the gagadi maintenance, guys, it's all energy wasted.
Guys are also part to blame.
No. I'm not saying
sure.
they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying they shouldn't, but I'm saying if someone is showing, there are men who show that they are willing to be there.
Yeah.
But then still, because I got the switch of it. My partner now, he's an involved dad. But then, to a certain extent. Because he wasn't doing what they wanted him to do it the way they wanted.
Yeah.
But I got a perspective of how some men are forced to walk away because they are being abused.
Yeah. Women are toxic too, guys.
What is I doing to
Women are toxic too. It's just unfortunate that as guys, we have been made to believe that we literally have to deal with it. We have to be the ones that deal with all the shit. Basically.
Yeah, because you are the male figure, you're the protector.
So it's like we deal with the shit, and the woman's job is to be the pretty innocent.
The victim.
They're pretty innocent. No, bro. She's a woman.
Just do what she wants.
Do what she wants. We've been made to take the shit.
Yeah.
The shit, eventually, guys, I'm sure all guys know, especially guys that love themselves. Once we've had enough of the shit, we'll have enough of the shit. We don't give a fuck how pretty you are. We don't care how many Instagram followers you have, how popping you are, how fat your ass is, how pretty your face is.
Brows on fleek.
Bro, we don't care how hot or whatever, or how much you can threaten us about how you can get another man. Bro, once we've got the shit, we've got the shit. And once we're tired of the shit, we will leave.
I wanted, and again, because you actually raised this in our chat on WhatsApp. Toxic, but like you guys, some of the women that I deal with, like they pay back, women are toxic. Because I see how they're toxic even towards me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't imagine her in a relationship.
It's the same thing you're saying about a boss, a woman as a boss. I'm just using a brief example. A woman as a boss. When she comes home, she wants to boss. Now at us at home, she wants to come and boss us.
Yeah.
That you must do this, you must do that, baby this, baby that. The minute baby's like, no, I got shit to do. She gonna be all up causing scenes, calling her cousins, calling her sisters. Yeah, I be like, Adumeli. Hey, like women are so toxic, né? Like it's not even funny. And women are good at manipulating guys to always make us feel like we're the shit. Like we are the ones that are full of shit.
Up.
Always. You as a nigga, you'll be apologizing. You'll be apologizing for everything.
Shit.
Because the minute you stamp your foot down and say no, she's out here crying.
Oh yeah, the tears.
Yeah, she's crying. She's writing the quote to Modi WhatsApp. The quote to Moli when a person what. They must treat you like an egg. What princess treatment or no treatment. All that rubbish that they use to basically ensure that as a man you do not have power in the relationship, my nigga.
Oh shit.
Your power comes from your pocket. Like, isn't that the way now society is starting to push things?
Yeah.
Your power comes in your pocket. Your power comes in your silence. Isn't now we've been taught now as guys, or what's been now being the school of thought now is as a guy, when she's angry, blah blah blah, you must be able to stay calm and stay quiet. That's now where society is going, the narrative. Your power's in your pocket. Your power's in your silence. But the real power that guys have is the walking away.
Big up to that.
Walk away, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're being disrespected and abused,
walk away, bro. There's so many stories you can say as a guy. And it's so hard for women to say sorry. You even have to tell a woman, like, dude, say, like, you just fucked up. Like, apologize.
And it's a shock, eh?
It's a shock.
When a guy says that to you, like, what?
It's like, what?
Did he just say,
like,
I am wrong?
It's like, but. It's like, I'm sorry, but.
But I wouldn't have done this if you hadn't,
I'll make an example now. You know the communication thing we're talking about?
Yeah.
Let's say, Nakia, I go somewhere with my friends. Hey, I forget to text my hand. Okay, sharp. Maybe I text my hand. Maybe like now it's time to go. Hey, sorry, baby. Hey, Mugel, uko make sure it's cold in that relationship. She'll make sure it's cold, very cold.
Just from that one mistake of not communicating.
She'll make sure it's very cold, even if for 2 days, my nigga. She'll make it cold for 2-3 days. You'll be cold. You'll be baby. You'll be calling her. You'll be checking up. You'll be visiting her. You'll be taking her to lunch dates. You'll be trying by all means. The minute she does that, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry. Hope you feel like it's not really that. And I understand we're different. I understand that. Okay, women are obviously more emotionally.
So you can't be emotional because you don't want to be a bitch.
You just gotta take that 5 minutes of that fire that she didn't communicate with you. She's gonna explain what happened, and that's water under then you must just let it go. Yeah.
It's unfair.
You have to let it go. You just have to let it go, man. Nigga, trust me, you gotta let it go.
So there's a lot in relationship that you guys have to let go.
There's a lot that we have to. And guys, whoa, hey, podcasters, please don't get me wrong. Women also go through a lot of shit.
Yeah, we're human, guys.
Women go
all
through
we're trying to say here
shit.
is we are human. There's men, yes, but it's not one-sided.
It's
like we are all seeing flames. Like we are human.
And it's sad to think that, you know, the pocket now is almost like it's like women can even threaten you, by just speaking about the pocket. She can threaten you.
Joa.
She can easily be like, yeah, like even if she might be joking, she might be like, oh, you know, look at this Louis. She knows you can't afford a Louis Vuitton bag, my nigga. She knows you cannot afford a Louis Vuitton bag. And she'll be like, oh, look at this Louis Vuitton bag. You know very well she knows someone who can get her that bag. You know.
That's the reality of life.
You know. Even you.
If you can't, someone will.
My nigga, you gotta just make sure, bro, that conversation ends very quickly. Don't drag it. Do not drag it. Do not try make it seem like you can get it, because you're gonna be saying empty promises. My nigga, box that conversation. Fast, and even if it means that, just talk about something else. Once she's on that, hey, change.
But
that
then
shit.
even that, it reflects back to this thing. Keep going, Radibona red flag on as woman, and then I said to feel that nigga wasn't shit. You guys too, Radibona the red flags, mutoto pressurize life, but you don't walk away. Like I'll walk away. Like I'll speak also being like almost the only female. Like I have 2 brothers and my cousins. I'm the only female too.
So ke majita fela.
Yeah, la guys, you also choose women who in turn are selling so they can turn you against your families.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that too. I'm talking about something where like you take women who want to adopt you into their families, but besides that, but they turn you out like relationship. You can be with a woman who will feel threatened by your mother, and then she'll turn you against your mom. So I'm saying, my gents, like you need to stand your ground in the type of woman that you're choosing to. I want to say,
it's a mistake.
She's gone already. Yeah, or even if she might just. That's the reason why we also have such a high number of men who are in prison. A lot of guys get into crime because of such pressures too.
Yeah, it's
a reality to say booing.
It's societal pressure.
Yes.
And sorry to say this, but social media is a very good tool, guys. Trust me, it's doing a lot of good for a lot of people. But it is just distorting reality. It's completely distorted reality. We are only seeing what people want us to see first things.
That's it.
We don't even know if some of those things are theirs or whatever, but that's besides the point. Social media has distorted reality so much that you think we're under pressure. We're not under pressure. The real people that are under pressure are women.
Yes.
And you know what women are doing? They're taking that pressure and they're trying to ensure that whoever comes in my life helps me relieve that pressure.
Yeah.
They're the ones that the women guys are not under pressure.
Yeah, guys are chilled, hey?
I could literally wear like this every single day if I wanted to.
Guys, like when we going out, are you wearing that?
Girls are
niggas don't do that.
We don't do that. We don't care what the other niggas wearing.
No.
We don't really give a fuck.
No.
We don't even. I've parted with niggas. We go to very like nice places. It's not that he doesn't have the money to buy clothes. We just don't care.
Because you are present.
Sweatpants and shoes, and he just came and like we didn't even make it. We didn't even try to make it. It wasn't even a thing. It was just like our boys here. We love that we're having our company. Done. I know the way women are under so much pressure. Isn't that group of fly girls on social media, the fly girls with the flat stomachs and the nice weaves, and they always on dates, heavy shots, always at dates, always always traveling.
Yeah.
Women will literally take that and send it to their partners.
Yes. Couple goals.
Hey, did you see? Did you?
Passport then.
It's like, what are you doing right now? It's like, what are you doing? But you're under pressure because your peers are going to Dubai and whatever, Spain and all over the world. If you wanna go, bruh. Nobody's stopping you. Take yourself, my nigga.
That's passport that time.
You telling me
the passport.
She wants you to literally go suffer even if you have to.
She wants that car, but she doesn't even have a learners. Why when I'm talking about fatherlessness, it's causing a lot of us are out here looking for dads and partners. And even your dad, funny enough, you can go to Papa and say, I ain't got the money. Yeah. What do you do then? Are you gonna go to another dad?
No,
Daddy let it be.
Daddy didn't.
Yeah, you accept it, right? But we're expecting too much from the partner, like to make up for what wasn't there or what isn't there or what I can't do for myself. So please choose better.
I wanna very from like you said, what we see on social media is now what we're all chasing. So we isn't now the we, so sorry girls with weaves. I'm not attacking you guys, but it's like it's like the standard that's now been made to seem as I'm a beautiful hand because I have this, like I have whatever makeup and weave and whatever. So I'm not attacking you ladies. I'm just saying that that's a standard that's now been put out there, and that's what we are seeing. Trust me, guys, we can see everything. We just act like we don't. We can see everything. We can hear the conversation you guys have. We can, the content you guys speak. When you're speaking to you guys, we can, when you guys, the things you say, we can hear what type of woman you are. But we just,
what type of content you're consuming.
What type of content you consume. Just as much as you guys do the same thing with us, we do the same thing with you.
Yeah.
It's just we don't make a big deal about it. We can literally just put it on the side and like try as hard as possible to make you see like a different version that you can still look beautiful in your natural skin.
But that's the thing. A lot of women don't know that guys don't care. And it shows how accepting males are. They are more accepting than we women now are. Like, a guy he's not about that weave shit. He'll still accept you. Yeah, there are some superficial men, right? But I have friends who I interviewed him like a long time ago. I just heard chat me into just, hey, who knew it was gonna lead to this? But we talking about women, and he went on. Rubes, I don't know if you didn't know. He went on about how weaves, and I'm like, but you went on and work, but I was like, but dude, like, and
okay, with Kel, makeup Kel, and
that's all. And he couldn't say anything, but it just shows how accepting guys are. Like, you guys are just, okay, if that's the look you want to go for, okay.
And except now you say acceptance. And we're just opening more cans and cans.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation with my hand at the time. I was like, so guys, have you noticed how every guy you've probably been on a date on, when you ask him what he wants in a woman, we always have the same answers, all of us. Respect and a supportive partner.
Yes.
That's usually the response.
Understanding, respect. Yeah.
Those are probably the three things all niggas,
standard.
90% of niggas you go on dates with are gonna say those.
The same thing.
But every girl I meet, all of them have different answers to what they want in a man.
Yes.
So we all want, as guys, we all want the same thing. You have a car, you have a house, you wear, no, you can literally even wear sweatpants or like hair.
Yeah.
But I just want those three things from you: respect, understanding, support.
Yeah.
But a woman will be like, I want a guy
who has
a car, a house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be ambitious.
And then when you say a house where? A house in Alex? No.
Yeah.
I know he mustn't have a house in Alex.
Yeah.
He must have a house in Camps Bay at the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, what comments you try for? Picanto? No, not a Picanto. So you first started by you must have a car in a house.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay,
what
here's
car?
a house.
Yeah.
He has a house in Alex.
Yeah.
It's still a house.
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't want that house.
Yeah, no.
You want the house in Camps Bay.
Yes.
Oh, you say he wants a car. Okay, he drives a Beetle. No, I don't want to. He mustn't drive a Beetle.
Yeah.
He must at least drive a Mercedes.
Yeah.
He must German spec.
Yes.
Nah. Okay, he must have a job.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has a job. Okay,
it doesn't matter what job.
Aye.
But then it's a problem then.
Aye, he mustn't work at Mr. Price.
Yeah.
It's like,
what do women want?
What do women want? Why don't you come and then say, I want a man who lives in Camps Bay and drives a 911 Porsche and works at FNP as a creative director. Why don't you just come and say that?
You know why we don't say that?
Yeah.
It's because we know those guys have high standards too.
You're accepting me as Tebogo is because, and we got in a bit of an argument about it, but like she kind of understood where I was coming from eventually. And I'm like, dude, I'm not saying women, like, come on, everybody has standards. It's okay. It's just the way we are as humans.
Yeah.
We all have standards because our experiences always push us to different standards.
Yes.
It's like a DJ, for example. A DJ started a virtual DJ.
Yeah.
But after that, he changed his standards. And he changed his standards and he changed his standards. It's just how it is.
But he changed his standards. He didn't expect. It's about if that's how you're rolling, you can say those things. If you are that woman who has those things too, it only makes sense to want a guy who has the same. But I can't. But I'll take long Greenstone Hill. But
because of the prettiness, isn't they know that I'm fly.
But then that's why we're getting now an influx of women now going on social media telling us how they were used for the cult, for the sacrifice. Because who have it all. And the reality is no one has it all, guys.
Auntymagogo, you'll sit with someone and have a conversation. I know you will eventually about that topic. That will come up once upon a time. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Oh man, it's a real thing. These rich niggas, hey.
It's a lie.
The other shady shit.
And also the other thing that we're running away from, as much as GBV isn't wrong, yes, it's wrong whether a man on a woman or a woman on a man. The other thing that's causing a rise in it is girl who play these guys. These guys, the sacrifice, whatever you're saying, fraud you're saying. Some people we don't know who background is wrong. And then these guys, they actually go that extra mile of killing you because of the sacrifices they made.
Bro, niggas will, just a disclaimer and a warning to women, niggas will kill you.
Yes.
Niggas, the blood, sweat and tears that niggas go through to hustle.
Dude.
Even a nigga, besides even the fraud niggas, even a nigga that's maybe working a 9 to 5, after that 9 to 5 he has to work somewhere at a bar to make sure you're happy as a woman. And then he finds that you're sleeping with another man. Nigga
because that's his pride. Him providing for you, it's his true pride.
It's his true pride. Nigga maybe spent 200k in the last 2 years or 3 years. He spent 200k, 250k to make sure you're happy. He could have easily bought himself a nice stand or a house or a car, whatever they. He sacrificed himself for you, basically. And you go and do that. Sure, niggas nowadays I don't know what type of spirit is in the air or what type of energy.
There's just so much anger out there.
Niggas will kill you.
Yes.
A nigga will kill you.
Yeah, and they do.
I'm talking about something that happened last week even. Well, the nigga didn't die or nobody died, but just go event yako Siga. Never an event the last week. Go Siga Kalinar.
Yeah.
And a fight broke out. You know why the fight broke out? Because of a girl. Yeah, Mugelo Bambile out. The other outie comes. And that nigga didn't even ask. He literally just went straight for the
other guy.
Yeah, straight for the other guy. Now that just shows you how it's the same thing we're talking about now. What if that nigga had a gun? That nigga could have just easily gotten trigger happy to go partying. We've had a bit too sauce. Maybe our thinking is not straight. That nigga could have easily just taken out a gun and shot that girl.
And I wanna the flip of the coin. The women who are in prison for crimes of passion are because of men who used to beat them. There are men who are in there because of how they were done wrong by women. So we react differently to situations as well. And Mutukas Sebe, how far they will go in reacting to how wrong done they feel. So last question.
Yeah.
And I asked you this so that funny enough, we're talking about all this stuff, body GBV and women not. Guys, we don't feel safe because the world is that ruthless now too. Like there are guys trafficking. So
hey, bro.
What you call to you, we attract to. You know, like too much more than what we have and not being content in where we are.
Yeah.
It calls to the vulture. So I saw this other clip. Was it on YouTube? A short. It was Melrose Arch is a place to find beautiful South African women. So imagine the predator when they see that shit, they're gonna go there. And I know there are girls, even at younger ages, not everyone businessman.
Yeah.
One of these girls even said, we're going, there's this guy, and funny enough, I'm related to this guy. Dude. And he's a loaded man. I was like, oh. So that that shit needs to end. But we're talking about how unsafe it is. Yes, it is unsafe. We're not saying all these things that are right.
Yeah.
But we're just saying we need to be honest and look at how we are adding fuel to the fire, as women too, or as men. We need to, be more careful.
Yeah.
So my question, Kate, do you as a South African man feel safe?
No. I don't feel safe.
Why?
I could get trafficked myself. There's women that are out here even poisoning guys and trafficking guys. there's just so much nonsense going on in the world. Nobody is safe anymore. Doesn't matter how many guns you have. Doesn't matter what your position is.
Your gender.
There is no one. If my girlfriend could literally send someone to kill me if she wanted to. It doesn't even have to be them. It's so easy. I can just kill them or KZN or Kai. Sorry, KZN, I threw you guys under the bus. Sorry, you know, or call him wherever. Get someone that's very, very hungry. Not somebody,
Someone desperate.
Someone desperate and be like, 1.5. 1.5. He allows you 1.5. Please go.
Ask that guy.
Go ask that guy. He's there by that shopping center there now. Yeah. At 3 o'clock he'll be there. Go finish him. I'll shop him first and he'll do it. I don't feel safe in South Africa anymore, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't feel safe.
What's long to was the other factor that's a reality for you guys? Go get a lawyer, eh?
Oh.
Go get a came you. As much as niggas also do it, but
girls do it.
And it's younger and younger.
I feel sorry for like the younger generation right now. They're being very misled. Very, 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 very misled. It's I think you're just saying about now about young girls going to Baklapa, Bakosentin. Guys have, or even if it's girls or women or organizations or cults or whatever, have seen how easy it is to just lure people in with a bottle of something to drink and a plate of food.
Yeah.
So easy. You could literally lose your life because of you like things. Because of a plate of food. Food. 2 clip a meal. Go Tokyo Zero. Go Kai Kai.
Just because it's Tokyo.
Because it's Tokyo.
And Tokyo isn't even that expensive.
It's not even that. It's just Tokyo. And a glass of wine. I could literally go on Tinder or wherever. Get you to come to Tokyo Zero. Spike your drink for all okay. Or get someone to follow us off and say like, yeah, make it look like. Because of the liking of things. People just like things nowadays. People just like the soft life, in inverted commas. We're
in a state of escapism. We working so hard to escape our true realities. We're running away from ourselves, men and women. So we'd rather go to things. That's why Mokas, for example, parties. So there are people who parties Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're out there. It's because we're running away from the realities of our lives and we don't want to deal with them. One of the things of Kawatang. So you work away because as a healer, Joe, the people who come thinking I'm that type of
they want that type of intervention.
Yeah, they want that type of shit. Like
yes.
In different ages, I was at Mutwaka. This lady came knocking. I'm like, hey, how does she even know? Yeah. She's a neighbor. That's why because now I don't allow people into my space.
Yeah.
I don't. So I went outside, guy. Yeah, and I'm like, how the fuck did you know? And they can smell you, hey? They quick at sussing you out. This one is a healer.
Yeah.
Something.
Yo.
First of all, you're a side chick. First of all, a side chick. I've had girls younger coming and you know, insinuating that type of shit, and I'm like, no, I don't do that shit. I've had girls telling me about pheromones.
Pheromones.
And pheromone is a natural smell from a woman that attracts a man. But there are pheromones that are made, like something like this.
Yeah.
You can even find it on Take-A-Lot.
Yeah.
Give pheromone to attract men.
Hey.
I can say like attract a munna. But it's sold as this thing like
pheromone. Hey.
I had to educate this chick. No, pheromone is a natural thing. I don't know. It's actually just look it up. She's trying to educate me. I'm like, no, it's what about it.
She thought it was yes.
But it just shows how we are so eager to attract men. We're not even trying to do it the natural way.
Sorry to go back. There's actually something I wanted to bring up in one of our previous one of the questions you asked. Relating to the women and the men, this whole divide that's happening. And this is just the last thing I'm going to say. Another divide that's happening, right, is we are getting women that have that dress in a certain type of way, a sultry way, if that's the word. They dress in a sultry way. They party every weekend. They have multiple guys on their phones, multiple sexual partners. Some of them multiple sexual partners. Every weekend they with spanba. Next weekend they with spanba, and they showing off their bodies and whatever. Then those are the same women during the week that say, I want a good guy. I want a understanding man, a safe man, a non-toxic man. How is it that you can be wild? A
bad bitch.
A bad bitch, basically, in inverted commas. You can be a bad bitch. But tomorrow demand, it's like the thing you're saying, you attract who you are. You're a bad bitch, but tomorrow when you attract trash, so every time you go to these parties, you attract these niggas, they treat you like trash, they go, they sleep with you, tomorrow morning maybe don't even give you the same respect. Maybe in the few days they even block you, some of them. You feel dirty, then you go on social media and say men are trash, men are this, men are that, men are that. But you are attracting that with your behavior, with your aura, with the way you dress.
Appearance.
With your appearance. Then tomorrow men are trash. When are women gonna also learn that the way you present yourself is kind of like the level of respect that you'll get from a man is also based on how you carry yourself.
That's where the feminism thing comes to defend that. You can't tell women how to dress. Yes, we can dress how we want to, but guys, the reality is it's not serving us well. It's not serving us well. We're not saying that guy has a right to come and take our rape, but no, we're not saying that. That's his own illness in his head, right? But to some extent, it's just attracting things that we don't need. And right, like that, we women and how we present ourselves. There's a difference in how men react if, let's say, I'm wearing skinny jeans. But I feel beautiful when I'm wearing like a dress. Even an older man can come and say, Mama, unjani, muhle, and walk away. He'll respect me. I can say,
Mama, you can see you already, or sister, like you're coming with that level of respect, because my demeanor and the self-representation, it's calling for that type of respect. So we can't be selling this and then expect the market to be giving us that. This. We must stop lying. So and it's good that it's coming from a guy too. And you also highlighted the whole weave thing too. We're not hating it. We're just saying let's question it. Let's just question it.
So yes, and I said, so this is FIGO. He's I'll say my graphic designer, because we still want to do a lot of work together. And the auntymagogo logo, he designed it.
How's the website going? Sorry to interject.
Mpana website, as I told you, right? You can have plans, né? And then God comes.
What happened to the website?
No, I'm saying yes. I get Mpana Zara, I give her. And I give her enough. Something comes up and I have to use that Zara.
But I'm telling you, like the product failed, then if you did the most. And then did you get it online?
No, it's not trick, but it's again. By the time I launch it, I have the funds ready for the next
order.
2 months, 3 months. This should be like, oh shit, I need to pay for
for this and this.
Okay. But everything is loaded, basically.
So what are you waiting for? I'm so confused, man.
I'm also confused now that you bring it up.
So website launching soon. So I thought you're launching it soon.
And like push, maybe this week I need to just do it.
Push that
I've been seeing, and like me trying to overplan this thing is not good. Let me just do it, man.
Work with what you have and make it as beautiful as you can. Then tell you where you add, bruh, while you're going along.
And I've cut down the product. I've cut down from having that many to just having because I realized the past year has been like testing ground to see which ones are selling better in. And also, I'm glad we are having this conversation after the price. So during the week, it will be my mission.
Launch the things.
So launch. So yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. So the first time I met him, nearly at the yard sale, no?
Yeah.
This Vintage yard sale.
Yeah, that one. Oh, bruh, those Vintage events.
Those things were dope.
Oh, bro, those things are so dope.
I was ahead of my time, right?
The food, the vibe, the music, the poetry, bro. When the poetry kicked in, it was like we always just
the performances.
It was amazing.
It was dope, bro.
It was dope. Yeah.
But I've let go of it, huh?
Bro,
energy.
We love them, bro. Trust you me, like, you know, it's not always about the numbers.
No, it was never even about that.
It's about the experience.
Yeah.
Like, we really love the experience, bro. Like, and the people that came were all
dude,
like,
was such an, and you know, the other thing that it's actually defined for me and the type of work I do. I can't be, but Alex has a market there. So even with that, it was people from, besides Kruyaluna, bo Kamo, bo Titi,
bo
all the other people, most of the other people were from outside of Alex.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-day thing. So it would be the usual people coming Saturday, Sunday, but then there'd be different groups from different places coming too.
Yeah.
Those were the best.
It was nice. It was nice. I really enjoyed it, yeah.
So that's how I first met you. So the first day I said you came on you took pictures for us for free.
Yeah.
You just came and took the pictures on Rumela. So it was that thing, it gave me a family. I could say you and Kamza are like my brothers now.
Sure, of course.
And also I've learned, and I wanted to do another one with the September, but I am letting go. Yeah.
I don't know, Dana's called that thing and Dana.
Don't.
Send them a chill vibe.
Don't plant that seed.
We don't like goof fish.
That's the thing. They get the yard sale because I'm not a goof person. There are not a lot of places I can go to and want to just chill.
Yeah, but you know, we'll also have something in plans, but we'll let you know in due time.
Please do, guys.
In due time.
Yeah, I don't
in due time. We just want to put our ducks in order before setting it in motion.
Then I think it's coming involved in
it. You know,
you mentioned for moms in due time we're gonna holler at you.
Yeah, we're gonna holler at you. Got something planned as well. Right now we're just trying to get. We actually like buying equipment as well.
But you know, there's a space available. Like the yard is still there. As I did offer from way back. The yard is there.
I speak to Kamo. He's because we're all delegating different tasks, so we get it. We push it.
No, I'm just saying because I know the struggle of trying to find
a space.
Yeah. So we'll get it happening, I hope.
100%.
But thank you so much for your time, friend.
Thank you. This was so amazing.
Thank
so
you
enlightening.
Right?
So dope.
I learned so much about you today. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Let's hope the sisters out there, they appreciate.
Hey, sisters, don't bash me. I was not attacking anyone.
But it's also your own personal experience, so people can hate on you.
Yeah, of course.
That's what we're here for. We're here to do whatever, as I always say, whatever resonates, take. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table.
Yeah.
So auntymagogo and where can they find you, FIGO?
Find me on Instagram, _, and then you can find me on my business page, Idea Links.
For business.
Idea Links. That's where you can find all my business services, website, logos, whatever you need. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Auntymagogo out.
Peace.
Bye.